All right, smart lists and tags. Arguably after SAM, of course, the second best thing, your best friend on OfferTermz. After you watch this video, you are going to be a professional smart list tagger, maker, upper, pro, everything. Smart lists and tags are crucial to you cutting back wasted time on the minutia and spending more time on income producing activities like making phone calls. All the time we waste looking for stuff and searching for things and figuring things out and who's talking to who and blah, blah, all that crap. Wasted time. Smart lists and tags are going to solve that for you. And let's get deeper into what are they, how can you use them, and what are you using for, the do's and do nots. Smart lists. What is it? It's a list and it's smart. I can stop the video right here and hopefully that captures the whole concept for you. But let me give you some more. Here's an analogy. Imagine you have a fridge at home, and more often than not, you have a shopping list on the fridge. You usually like to have milk, eggs, and cheese inside the fridge. That's your, you like to have milk, eggs, and cheese. That's your three things you want to have in there all the time. You start a shopping list on the fridge, and when the milk goes down, you go on the shopping list and you write milk. Cheese goes down or it's out, you write cheese. Same thing for what else did I say? Milk, eggs, and cheese. Yeah, milk, eggs, and cheese. Any one of them that runs out, you go ahead and you put it on the list. Milk, eggs, and cheese. That's a list. In OfferTermz, a smart list is exactly what I just said. I'm making myself a note to keep the analogy consistent. Milk, eggs, and cheese. Exactly what I just said, but it's smart. Your list becomes smart, and you can put criterias in it, and you say, there you go, smart list. I'm not going to write anything on you anymore or in you on that list. Anytime my milk goes down, automatically update the list with milk. Anytime the cheese is gone, update the list and put cheese on it. Same thing for the eggs. Milk, eggs, and cheese. Or you can get fancier and say, anytime my milk goes below 50%, I don't ever want to come close to even running out of milk. Not me, I don't like milk. If that's the case, you can set your smart list to say, anytime it goes below 50% milk, automatically put milk on the shopping list. So when I go in the morning and I check my shopping list, I want to have milk on there if my fridge is under 50% milk. That way I know I can get it right away. You can set it the same thing for the eggs. It's anytime I have less than 3 eggs, or the cheese, anytime I have less than 4 ounces of cheese, whatever that you like. That is a smart list. You can decide what you want the list to have in it and what parameters you want on that list. And it's the same thing the other way. Once you go to the store and you buy some milk, you buy some eggs, and you buy some cheese, and you put them in the fridge, that list would auto-update itself. Because why? It's a smart list. If now there's more than 50% milk in the fridge, the milk is going to be off the list. If now there's more than 3 eggs in the fridge, the eggs will be taken off the list. If there's now more than 3 ounces of cheese in the fridge, guess what? The cheese will be taken off the list. That's exactly what a smart list is. And we can take the same analogy and the same concept and apply it to our leads. Before we start using smart lists, if you think about it a little bit deeper, you will realize that it could get messy real quick. Because my fridge has a lot more things in it than milk, eggs, and cheese. I have, for example, butter. I have vegetables. I have fruits. And inside fruits, I have grapes. And I have yellow grapes and I have red grapes. The lists could get messier. I have butter like, I can't believe it's not butter. I have non-stick butter. I have 2 different kind of butters. And you start wondering, well, geez, how messy is that list going to get, how big it's going to get, and how much butter do I need? It just gets ugly quickly. And that's exactly what tags are for and what they solve. Let's say, for example, let's do the butter, for example. You like to have butter in the fridge. Butter goes in the smart list. The tags is the label on the butter. So imagine label on your butter box. Replace the word label with the word tag. A tag gets stuck on something, right? Label, tag, stick it. That's what tags are. Now we have a tag for, I can't believe it's not butter. And we have a tag for non-stick butter. Or we have a tag for low-fat yogurt and non-fat yogurt. Or 2% skim milk and fat-free milk. Whatever the stuff is. That's what tags are. It's the labels. So now you can set a smart list for the milk and say every time 50% of tag, what's the tag? 2% milk, it's 50%, add to the list. Tag, whole milk, 0 empty. When it's totally empty, add to the list. It's still milk on the top, the smart list. The tags separate the labels that you put on the item itself. So think label, the item. Tag is the label, what you pick on the item itself. Hopefully that makes sense. Very simple. The smart list, on it is the main category: milk, cheese, butter, eggs, fruit, vegetables, etc. The label is the actual identifier of what type of item that is. The 2%, the whole milk, the non-stick, the stick, the yellow grapes, the green grapes, etc., etc. Now let's take that and put it into real estate. When you first come into the CRM, or you have been here for a while, you notice you already have 3 smart lists created for you: seller leads, buyer leads, and other contacts. That's my shopping list for that. It's seller leads. What are seller leads? Seller leads is everybody who's trying to sell me a house. That's the seller lead. What tags could possibly be under seller leads that I could possibly have? What about realtor? That could be a tag, right? What about a wholesaler? That could be a tag. A wholesaler could be a seller. A realtor could be a seller. Their main category is that they're selling me something. Their label is wholesaler or realtor or neighbor or friend or referral or whatever. That's their label on their sticker in a meeting. Remax, Keller Williams, realtor, but I'm a seller. I'm selling you something. Buyer, same thing. Buyer is their main label. What's their tag? Their tag could be cash buyer. It could be mortgage buyer. It could be, I don't know, what else is there? You buy on cash and you buy on with a mortgage. I don't know. Lease option buyer. There you go. Well, duh. How could I forget that one? Lease option buyer. That could be a tag. What's other contacts? Other contacts is everybody else, the shopping list, the main category, everybody list who is not selling you something right now or buying something from you right now. Like what? A contractor, an attorney, a title company, the grass cutter, the plumber, the roofer, the trash picker upper, the whatever, the people you meet at RIA, anybody else that's an other contact. But also remember that a seller could have a tag of what? A wholesaler. A seller could have a tag of a wholesaler because he is selling me something right now and his tag is a wholesaler. And he could also be another contact. He's not selling me anything. He's just a wholesaler on my list with a category of what? A wholesaler who sells me stuff. Don't let that confuse you. Just don't let that confuse you. It's right now, if I am doing a deal with a wholesaler, this very minute, a wholesaler just called me. He's like, Ahmed, I got a list for you. I want you to check it out. I'll email it to you. Cool. He's a seller. His tag is what? Wholesaler. A wholesaler selling me something. I get his list. I do stuff from it. I pick something. I make an offer. We'll go to title. We'll go to closing. I go to dispo. The whole 9 yards. Nothing wrong with that. He is a seller who happens to have a tag on their forehead that says he's a wholesaler and I'm buying something from him. Beautiful. Nothing wrong with that. Now flip the other scenario. I meet a wholesaler at a meetup. Hey, nice to meet you. Your name is John. My name is Ahmed, blah, blah, blah. Not good to meet you. What's your contact? Yeah, I would love to hang out with you, have some coffee sometimes. Cool. I come into my CRM and I want to add this guy into my contacts. I add him as a what? other contact. He's not selling me anything. It's just another contact. And that other contact is going to have to be what? Inside his primary contact type, right here, primary contact type is going to be listed as a wholesaler. When he's listed as a wholesaler, he's going to go under other contact type, right? He's not selling me anything right now. He's just a wholesaler. Why would that become beneficial? Because at some point in time, I may choose to come in here and say, you know what? I'm going to reach out to all my wholesalers or all my realtors or all my rehabbers or all my roofers or all my whatever and tell them something specific. Say, for example, my roofers. I can go on my other contacts, pick all my roofers and say, hey guys, I got a roof over at 123 Main Street. It looks like it needs a little work. Why don't you drive by and see what you got and shoot me a bid? One call, one text message, one automation, one blast, whatever it is. And now you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys driving by the house, eyeballing it and sending you a bid and saying, hey, Ahmed, I can do it for this. Or I can send it to wholesaler. I can go to my other contacts, pick all the people with the label, other contacts, label, wholesalers, and say, what do you guys got going on right now? What's your list looking like? I'm looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom in this area because I've got a buyer lined up and he's got cash and I don't have anything available for them. Is that not awesome? In sellers, what am I doing in the sellers section? I'm actively buying something from them. Right now, he's a seller. Sam follows up the whole 9 yards, contracts, dispo, the steps, everything through the business cycle. Other contacts, I'm just drumming up business somewhere else. Or I got something that needs to be worked out in a house. Or I got to deal with an attorney or a title company or a contact or a friend or a referral or a network, whatever it is. So now that we have a great understanding of what that is, buyer, the smart lists and the tags, the labels, let's see how we could use them. I'm going to open up one of your existing smart lists on your account and we'll play with it a little bit. Obviously, it goes without saying, right there it says add a smart list. That's how you create a new one. I'm going to open up an existing one. They're very simple. Right here it says seller leads. You open it. As soon as you open that, you notice what happens. Right here, all has nothing. There's no filters on all. It's 0. As soon as I click on seller leads, look what happens to the filters box. Seller leads, filter box now has 1. This is telling me that the seller leads is filtered by one category, by one something. I don't know what that something is right now. I'm going to open it up. Got to zoom out a little bit, come to the right side. Here's the filter. The filter is primary contact type is seller. That's all that's filtered for. Primary contact type is seller. The filter is here. The product that I want is milk. That's all that is. Now, let's say if I want to add a little bit more juice to that, I want to add a little bit more labeling, for lack of better words. I want to go with, I'm going to start off simple and we'll make it a little bit sexier here in a second. Let me zoom out a little bit to make it more clear. Start again. The filter. Get rid of the zoom. Go away, zoom. Zoom back in. Zoom back in. All right. So primary contact type is seller. And I'm adding another filter. And what I want the and to be. You can pick anything that you want to on OfferTermz. When it was created, their date of birth, their name, their last name, their Google ID, their state, their time zone, their email, their last activity, anything that is involved in OfferTermz, you can pick as a filter category. For the sake of this, I'm going to say, I'm going to filter by the city. And I only want to say people that, let's make it state. We don't want to get too isolated. Well, the state, and I want the state to be Indiana. So now I'm making a smart list that says only sellers and only Indiana. Just that simple. I can apply that. This account has only this one lead because of privacy issues. I can't record these videos and have real leads on here, but you get the idea. Now your account is only going to show the people that have sellers in Indiana. So if you want to make calls, say, hey, you know what? I need to drum up some more business in Kentucky. You don't need to sit here for an hour and say, where's the Kentucky people? Nope. Go in there, filter, 3 seconds, boom, you're in. Looking at the Kentucky people. Let's make this a little bit more sexier. Come in here. Let's add another label. Let's use a tag right now because I've been referencing tag as labels so much. We'll type in tag, find in the tag. Tag is, and this is the list of tag, all your tags in the CRM, and you can add more tags yourself. Look for sellers in Indiana who also happen to be contractors, or who also happen to be agents, or who also have the label private money lenders, or who also happen to have the labels of wholesalers. Any label that you have, or they happen to have been ghosted before. It doesn't matter. Any label that you have goes in here. You can search by it. One more layer to make this really awesome. And I'll let you play with it and have your imagination roll. It doesn't have to be is. It could be is not, or it could be empty, or it could be is not empty, or it could be contain, or does not contain, or any of, or none of. So I want the state to be anywhere in the country but California. I'm talking to anybody in the California. You know what, Sam? I'm willing to talk to anybody today in the country, but not California. And there it is. Anybody that's a seller and anybody in the country, but not California. Skip that part. You can do that. And the tag, same thing. Is not empty. Whatever you pick here, that determines what your filtration options are. Filter options are. That's exactly what Smartlists and tags. You can use your imagination as to what you want your tags to be and what you want your filters to be. You can make a one-time smart list and use it for the day for whatever reason, or you can make an actual company list and have you or your team say, you know what, we're going to call this list once a month. That's what we're going to do. This is our follow-up list. This is our criteria. We're going to call them once a month. We're going to make a follow-up list. Look at this. I know this is taking a minute, but this is powerful. How about we use last activity? Last activity is not. It really depends on what your leads are like, but let's just say is not this quarter. Cool. Let me talk to anybody in the country who is not in California, is a seller, and we have not had activity with them this quarter. If your jaws are not dropping right now, you haven't been listening. Bam. Here's your list. Let's go drum up some business and make some phone calls. That's your list. Make that and send it to your VA and see what happens. See what kind of leads or deals you can get. Boom. That's pretty freaking sweet. I can just stop right here. Okay, you guys got it. Tags. Let me show you how to add tags real quick. And what's the best way for me to... Yep, I'm not saving this. You can save the smart list. You don't have to save it. I'm not saving this one. I'm going to discard the changes. And tags. Good place to add tags would be easy while you're inside somebody's information. You can go to right here in tags and hit the plus sign, add tag, and type it in. The tag will be testing tag. If it doesn't exist, it's going to ask you, would you like to create it? Bam, that is, and you have it created. The cool part is that, well, it's not cool, just a bit of advice. Don't go haywire with your tags. Be smart with them. Make tags, and let's go back to the food analogy right now. This is the last piece of information I'm going to share with you. Make tags that have a long shelf life, not a short shelf life. Make tags that have a long shelf life, not a short life. Not a short shelf life. Short life. Here's what that means. Don't write a tag that says something along the lines of selling the house January 26. I'm going to seller is selling the house on January 26th, or will be selling in January 26th. That's a really bad tag. Why? Because as soon as February 26th hit, that tag is useless. The shelf life is gone. It's a wasted tag sitting there crowding your CRM and has no purpose or meaning, or that is going to serve your business at all after January of 26. But a tag like selling their house in the future, it's okay, might not be bad. Or selling the house but not now, that could be that's a very long shelf life tag. You can call that person anytime, now or 10 years from now. They're going to sell the house, just not now. We don't know when the not now is. That's a legitimate tag to call. Just remember, when you're making a tag, ask yourself this question. Is this tag going to have a short shelf life or a long shelf life? If it's short, I would reconsider making it or renaming it, and it will just be good for your business. All right. Now you are a professional. I know it's been 21 minutes, but those 21 minutes, if you've been here start to finish, just those 21 minutes is going to save you 2, 3, 4 hours a week moving forward in your business, wasting time looking for people to call for a certain purpose that you do not need to waste that time. 21 minutes, very, very, very well invested in your business and your growth in your portfolio, because now you can go shopping list happy, decide what you want to do, figure out what kind of list you want to have for you, your business, your VAs, your team members, your partners, divvy up the work, go make some phone calls, rock the business, GTF and baby, like Andrew says. Have a good day.